Hey guys, so I wanted to share with you that today was my first day of college. Well, technically second day because my first day was on Monday at Cypress College, but today is my first day at the Fullerton College. And so at Cypress College, I am taking a Japanese class, and we're just learning how to speak it correctly. So like everyday conversations, and we're going to learn about the culture, which I'm so excited about, and hopefully I get to use it when I go to Japan if it happens like over the summer, hoping so. um, and I got to meet an interesting girl, and she was, yeah, really interesting to say the least, but it's, she's really cool, really spastic and out there. uh, doesn't talk like the normal person. Yeah, it was kind of weird, but whatever's. It's cool. And and then today I had like a PE class at 10 o'clock, and while I was like on my way to walk over there, I was just like focused. Okay, gotta get to class. Go, hurry up. And like people are walking everywhere, and so like all of a sudden like I see like this dark shadow like coming closer and closer and closer to me, and I'm thinking, oh, it's no big deal, probably just some person just wants to get go by. And then like I hear a voice like, hey. I was like, what the? And I look up, and it was like one of my coworkers like, oh, hi. I was totally shocked. I didn't think that I would see anyone that I knew, so that was great. Like, he's a nice guy and all that, so yeah. And then I got to see my friend Justin, who is Samoan, and I got to meet his brother, Tommy. He's really nice, and like his friend. And then Justin was walking me to class, and he's like, so what do you have for class? I'm like, oh, I have like this, PE, like physical fitness thing. It's at the wellness center. Do you know what that is? He's like, no, I do not know where that is. And so like we partied, and I found it. Ha! And thanks to my best friend, of course, too, for giving me a tour. So like I kind of remembered ish. Like I knew it was like in this general vicinity, so that helped a lot. But yeah, I really like the class. It looks pretty cool. Sounds interesting just because the teachers all talking about, how, like, well, everyone knows, like, muscle weighs more than fat. But then I didn't know, like, water weight weighs more than muscle. I was like, what? That's crazy. But yeah, it's like some education, and then, like, about our body types and, like, the level that we're supposed to be at. And, just to be healthy. And so that's good. And so we're going to work out next week. I'm excited. And then so I went home, and then, oh yeah, by the way, as I was waiting to get picked up, because my car needs fixing, and so I'm all waiting, and then like one of the girls from like a friend of a friend, she like comes out of nowhere. She's like, oh, hey, you. I was like, hey. And I go sit down next to her, and then she asked me like for a ride. I was like, this is awkward since I don't really know you. It's like I knew that people were friendly here. I just didn't know how friendly. But it's cool, whatever. But I knew that, especially since I wasn't driving, and I wanted to be respectful to my dad. And plus, he had to pick up my little sister from school anyway, so like it just didn't work out. And the girl lived in Brea, so I was like, yeah, that's no, sorry, can't. Next time, maybe no, yeah, all right. And so I think she was probably a little upset, but she always kind of looks that way. Whatever's. Anyways, so she's like, okay, I gotta go, and so she leaves because she's waiting for her ride anyways, so whatever. Anyways, and then so I go home, eat, order some books, go back, because I have another class at 6:50, not 7, not 6:30, 6:50, yeah, and I was 5 minutes late, yeah, and like while I was walking in there, the teacher's like explaining like the things that she doesn't like, and one of them happens to be late. Oh, who would have thought? But yeah, like she's kind of like creepy and mean and strict, but then at the same time she has like this funny dry sense of humor, so it's like a bittersweet. You're just like, oh man, she's hard, but she's funny, and like she's like blunt in your face, which I like because I'm kind of like that too. So yeah, it's Western Civ. So we'll see how that class goes. And then like, okay, so I was waitlisted number 6. All right, this class is full. Luckily, there was 2 people that weren't there, and a couple of the waitlist people before me weren't there either. So I'm like, oh, okay, I might actually have a shot at this class. And just to throw a curveball in there, because my teacher's, so different. She decided, oh, when I call your name, tell an interesting fact about you. So everyone's, saying stuff like, oh, I went to Italy, and oh, I'm born in like Africa or the Ukraine or something really cool, and then get to the waitlist people, and then so she decides, hey class, now you get to decide who gets to be in the class. I'm like, oh snap. She's like, okay, waitlist people, so now, try to make yourself sound interesting. And I'm just like, oh crap. Do I have anything interesting to say? I don't even know. And so I'm just like thinking like, okay, think of something good. I can't think of anything. And so I'm all freaking out inside my head. And then, so like, she calls 2 people, and then the other people weren't there in that huge gap, and so now it's up to me. I'm like, okay, all right. And she's like, no pressure. And like the whole class turns back at me to, be like, say something interesting. Mm-hmm. Tell me something interesting about you. I was like, crap. So I was like, well, I like cartoons. I especially like anime, which is Japanese cartoons, and like no joke, like half the class, maybe even more than half, like it was mainly guys too. They're like, yeah, awesome, you're in. And I was like, that was close. So yeah, I really do though. I really do like anime. Yeah, that was my first day at a community college, and yeah. So anyways, like, comment, subscribe, ask me questions of maybe things you want to know about me, or maybe you want me to do another cover, and so yeah, just let me know. Alright, bye, sayonara.